Alrighty y'all, what is happening? Welcome back here to the Bass All Year channel. Today we are sitting in my little shop again. Figured we'd get a little night video going for us and the funnest time of the month. I actually totally forgot I was getting this. It's been a long little week back at work. It's now Tuesday the 10th of March. You're seeing this on the following day. But again, Postman brought us a little fun here, the mystery tackle box. We're gonna dig through this bad joker if I can get it open and kind of go through it today, see what we've got. So before we get into this, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna have to sit back for a second. I wanted to do it kind of like how I did last month. I think a lot of you viewers enjoyed, instead of just talking about, well, this is this bait and this is this bait and it's the best thing in the world, here's a promo code, and just pushing the video to the side. I like talking about how I'd rig them and how I would rig certain baits that come in this box and what I throw them on and whatnot. So that's what this video is going to focus on. And you know, I already see a spinnerbait and I see a top water, so we don't have as many plastics like we did last month to be able to sit down and kind of rig them. I brought my terminal tackle box out here, a little Plano 3600 deep, and so it doesn't look like we've got as many plastics to kind of rig up and show you different ways to fish these baits. But there's a couple in here which are going to be cool, and it kind of shows you the versatility of getting a mystery tackle box. It's not just about getting random baits once a month and stocking up a tackle box. I mean, it's cool to be able to take these baits and fish them in local fisheries. I think that's more fun than just saying, yeah, I spent $28 or $30 on the box and these are the baits I have and I'll fish them when I fish them. I think it's more fun just to kind of challenge yourself, going to a local, you know, honey hole or whatever it might be, and fishing the baits in the box. So I'm gonna quit blathering, let's get right on to it. So of course, I'll just put that up for a second so you can pause the video, check out the prices of the baits in here if you're not really familiar with how that works. So being the mathematician I am, I'm gonna knock the old calculator out. So with the first 4 or so items, we kind of get our investment back. So looks like we get about 3 items essentially for free in this box, so that's pretty cool. Of course, the catalog comes in everything. And we've got this old jammin' fish, which we are gonna peel and slap, stick, right here on the old Plano deep. Now I've got the jammin' fish and the ball. Good girls. That's such good girls. Little puppy getting after it. Alright, so let's get right on into our baits wise. So the first one here is the Lucky 13 by Hidden. Going back to the classics of bass fishing, this thing's been around a minute. Like I said before, it's just one of those classics that you would find almost in your grandfather's tackle box. You would see a bait that looks just like this. So it's cool that they're keeping it around. Next up is Janko's new Rip Knocker, trap line Rip Knocker, mind you. And this is basically a line through chatterbait. So it's kind of unique, kind of different. So we're gonna take a second and rig this joker up. So again, this is the trap line Rip Knocker. Come here, hook. So this is like you would see a line through swim bait. You've got a line through rattle trap. Sweet color pattern nonetheless, and you can see the holes go straight through the bait there. So you can take any of your favorite fishing line, put it through, whether it be fluorocarbon, monofilament, whatever your main line there is going to be, straight on through. Take your hook here, trap tight onto that split ring, pull it tight, and now you've got, like I said, a line through rattle trap. I think it's a cool concept they came out with. That way, just like worms ride up your line, you hook the fish in the mouth and the rattle trap slides up your line, giving the fish less leverage to throw that joker. So, you know, we all know that we lose a lot of fish on these triple hooked baits, so giving us a little edge always helps. So that is 2 baits down. Let's go on to our next one, which is one of my personal favorites, and that is Karl's Amazing Baits, and that is his spinner bait. Now this one here is in chartreuse white, is it a 1/2 ounce, and it has a gold and a silver willow leaf. Now this is one of my favorite color combinations. I actually don't have one with a chartreuse head like that, so it's good to add, especially this time of the year. You got a lot of rainfall, water's getting super murky, so that comes in clutch time. And like I said before, we don't have any soft plastics in this month's box, so how am I rigging up a spinnerbait? Well, I'm throwing it on a 7'3" medium heavy, and I'm chucking and winding this thing around cover. So that's the old spinnerbait. So these 3 plastics are kind of going into that springtime mode as we're coming out of the fall. As we're coming out of the winter, some of you guys have your ice disappearing on your lakes. Down here in Florida, we don't have that problem, but we are starting to see some warmer air temps, which is resulting in warmer water temperatures. One thing that kind of catches them year round, but you can catch a lot of fish doing it this time around, is a shaky head. So that's what we have right here from Hard Hat Jigs. This is the Excavator. Now that's pretty cool. Little stand-up shaky head is in 3/16. I'm a 1/8 kind of guy, but 3/16 is definitely nice for when you're fishing around a harder bottom. It helps you maintain better bottom contact, or when you're fishing and you know the water's kind of getting choppy, the wind's blowing. Just, you know, sensitivity wise helps you maintain bottom contact, which is important when fishing a shaky head. So we're gonna go over our 3 soft plastics that Mystery Tackle Box was also generous to throw in this month. We have the Sematis Baits Cray Mantis. So that is gonna be a crawfish bait. We have the good old Biospawn Plasma Tail, and then we have the Z-Man Big TRD, which I think is quite popular around the country right now for Ned rigs, but it is a stand-up soft plastic, which is excellent on the back of a shaky head. So this is the Biospawn Plasma Tail. We're gonna pry this package open. The action on the tail is great, and I just get so many bites big. So this is pretty basic, but one thing I do to the worm is pinch off about 1/4 inch of the head before I screw it on. That just gives you a little more meat of the worm to screw the head on. Now you'll see a lot of guys just barely strike into the shaky head to where the worm is straight and the hook is barely in it. Confidence wise for me, I like getting a big old bite out of the worm and sinking it back in the best I can. That's kind of the confidence thing for me. I like having that hook point barely coming out to where it's still staying weedless, and that is an absolute fire setup. So definitely check out the Plasma Tails. They're available on Karl's Bait and Tackle as well, so you can get good deals on them, and that's a dang good worm. So I'm really happy it came in this month's Mystery Tackle Box. I'll show you this sweet Sematis Baits, the Cray Mantis here. Same thing, we're gonna just pinch off, I don't know, about 1/8 of that bait, just because it's not as long. And with these screw-in weights, especially this design here, you can see how it goes all the way to the jig head. I like turning my bait far enough that it rests on the jig head. See how that's nice and tight and flush? And obviously with the crayfish style bait like this, with the crawl, you know, you're gonna bring your hook point through the belly, up to the top, barely come through. And look at that, you're talking about a bed fishing connoisseur. Jeez, that thing is sweet. That is a super realistic baits. Sematis again. This is actually the first pack of baits that I've got from them, let alone in a Mystery Tackle Box. I know they've been working with Mystery Tackle Box for a good little bit now, but excellent setup there, and that thing is pretty legit. Alrighty y'all, so you saw all the baits. You saw for the month of March's Mystery Tackle Box. Hope you guys kind of enjoy. I like showing you guys how really to rig the stuff that comes in these boxes, you know, rather than just showing you what's in it. And these are ways that I'm going to go out and fish these products as well. I'm not just rigging this up on the hook that comes in it. I mean, that thing is going to be a sweet little bed fishing bait, and if some of you guys are just getting into the spawn, we're pretty late here in Florida. We probably got about one more wave that'll push up, but other than that, it usually comes to an end about mid-March. Another great box here by the gang at Mystery Tackle Box. I appreciate y'all tuning in again. I have discount codes and all that fun stuff, so make sure you check that out in the description below. If you're interested in getting a Mystery Tackle Box and trying your first one, you can get it as little as $5 here, so make sure you go on and check that on out. Until next video, hope you guys stay tuned to the Bass All Year channel. There'll be plenty more fishing. I mean, I've got some absolute awesome videos that I'm pushing out to you this week. Some good tackle unboxing stuff and a couple other vlogs. A lot of people have been keen in, they like the vlog stuff, and they like the tackle unboxing and kind of going over tackle, how I like fishing stuff and whatnot. So definitely producing some of that for you guys. Now, to kind of end my night, show you what I like doing to unwind on a Tuesday evening. So, I take all my cardboard from the groceries this week, and of course, as you guys know, girlfriend is a complete Amazon connoisseur. It's having us a little fire. Alright, let there be light. So I'm gonna chill out here and relax. I hope y'all stay on tune to the Bass All Year channel, man. Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you guys right back here for another video. Y'all get out there, be safe. See y'all.